station, but honestly, we don't have a reputation to lose. Forrest isn't really integrating with the team, seems to have this lone wolf thing going on. Heard him call Jeannie, Janny, and Janine, and Brenda in his first week. Hopefully this changes when he gets settled. I've paired Forrest with Peggy for his show. They seem to have developed a relationship of sorts pretty quickly, which is good because we don't have the show budget to pair him with Karen. Huh? What else we got in here? Ooh, let's look at Peggy's, huh?
Hey, Peggy. I think Reggie's on to you and Karen. Maybe don't bring those little drink umbrellas into work for a while.
What? Why are you reading my file? You need to find someone who can help Casey. We already know I can't. Don't waste time.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I really shouldn't have read both. We're in a hurry.
I've never seen somebody gel with everybody as quickly as Peggy has. Her, Karen, and Barbara have really become a little family already. Maybe we need to run this station on girl power. Hopefully it's cheaper than electric. Sometimes I wonder if Peggy secretly wants her own show. She hasn't been shy about getting involved in the calls on screen. Sometimes it feels as though Forrest could just leave for a coffee and bid call and nobody would know. Peggy and Karen have missed another work event, this time first aid training, because of their training sessions. Their collection of cocktail parasols grows after each session. Why are they doing training sessions at a bar? Ooh, get exposed, Peggy. Not looking too good, huh? Alright, let's just start going through the line, I guess. What in the absolute fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Oh, I'm on the desk. That scared the shit out of me, dude. I thought someone was breaking in here. Bradley Carter, job title, food critic. When I heard Brad as our station food critic, people said I was crazy. We only have 3 takeout places and a diner. What's the point? To them I say, you can't be afraid to explore the darkest reaches of the unknown, or Henderson. Bradley and Barbara seem to be spending an awful lot of time together. I didn't realize she was so interested in Brad's work. Maybe I should join one of their after-work meetings sometime. Always wanted to learn more about food. Brad and Barbara ended up missing most of their first aid training session, and Brad made a joke about practicing mouth to mouth, and Barbara got really upset and stormed off. The joke wasn't that bad. So Brad and Barbara missed. Okay. What's this one? Barbara. Why don't we mess with Barbara because she missed it? John refused to engage with the first aid trainer during the course. I know he has a war medic, but it was station policy to send everybody regardless. John apparently has a bunch of medical equipment in his home that he procured from the military at the end of his service. Is that legal? Do I need to report him? I spoke to John again about eating the free samples that Brad gets sent for his reviews. He said he'd stop, but he said the last 3 times too. Is it un-American to reprimand a war vet? Alright, so he's prime. What about you, Karen Lawson? Karen has really stepped up her duties in recent months. She has fully taken on Hamish's show alongside the Timberlane twins ever since Wes left us. Hopefully she doesn't get any ideas about being paid double. Karen has started mentoring Peggy. I think this will be really good for Peggy. Oh yeah. Got it. So really, it's only John.
Hey, Peggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
I know who to call.
I think I know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
All right, good work. Who should I... Hello? Is anybody there? Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale. I tried to get him to rest, but he just threw up everywhere. What's happening? What do I do?
He's going into shock.
God, it sounds like he's going into shock. Casey, just stay calm. It's going to be okay.
But the bleeding seemed to slow down.
Need to elevate his legs.
Did I mess up? Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done everything right. I need you to listen to me, okay? For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
Raise his legs and elevate Jason's legs.
Casey, I need
You need to get him
elevate
warm.
Jason's legs.
Give him your
We need
jacket.
to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt. Okay. I propped his legs up on some boxes. I'm looking at my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything you could use nearby?
Your jacket.
Yeah. I still have some
And
laundry
laundry.
next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second. Sorry. Jason's bleeding through his bandages. Should I get him new ones?
Don't
Or-
replace them, just
Oh,
layer them.
God.
Apply an additional one.
Don't remove the bandage. Apply another one on
First
top.
aid, too
Do
easy.
you still have something you can use?
I've used the rest of the laundry to keep him warm, so I'll use my jacket. I can
I
always
mean,
get a new one.
You should have used the
I'll
jacket to
fix
keep
the
him warm,
bandage
but
and get him warm. Hold on, please. Sorry. I'm done. You're gonna be okay, Jason. Just relax now, okay? Boris, I'm scared. He's not doing well. Is he gonna?
you gotta be strong for Jason.
Casey, I need you to be strong for Jason. Sit with him and reassure him that everything's gonna be okay. Okay?
Okay. But please, I can't give him what he needs. Please, help.
Yeah, we're gonna send you an old
All
war
right, Forrest, we need
medic.
to hurry. Jason doesn't sound like he's doing too well. You said you knew who to call earlier? Who was it?
We need to call John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's probably the most trained person we have.
Really? I never really spoke to him before. A war medic, huh?
Oh, how did I land
And
that?
according to Reggie's notes, John keeps all of his old equipment at his house. He's something of a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
54207.
Oh god, can I grab that?
Calling now. Let's hope he picks.
Who the hell is this calling me at? What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at KFAM. We have an emergency and we need your help.
Forrest? If this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning. Just leave me a note like everybody else.
This is a medical emergency.
John, no, this is a medical emergency. A man has been stabbed by the Whistling Man, or never mind. He's badly hurt and he's going to die unless we get someone to him now.
The Whistling Man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding. A man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
Seriously, I haven't been called on for over 10 years. Where's the patient? What's his condition?
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed? Do you know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has two major stab
Stomach and his leg.
one to the stomach and one to the leg.
And the knife's still in the
knife
leg.
is still in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood. Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over. Damned if he dies on my watch.
Thank you, John. We'll let him know you're on your way.
Good luck.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
How is he now?
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out. Please tell me you found someone to help.
Casey, help is on the way. My colleague will be there soon.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just fine.
Can I hang up on them if I push this?
Just hold on. Come on.
Hello, Casey. This is John Hedges. I'm here about Jason. Please let me in. I'm guessing that's Jason there. Casey, I'm gonna need your help. Forrest, Peggy, don't you two worry. We've got this from here.
Okay. Forrest, we'll call you back later. I have to go now. Good luck, everyone. God, I hope he's gonna be all right.
John's not gonna let him die.
And with that, the show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jason.
Oh!
Well, after all that excitement, I think we could use some music.
Come back upstairs when you're ready.
Okay. I don't think I need anything from down here. Guess we could have called Reggie, but that's our boss. I don't know if he would have answered. He wasn't even a choice. Oh, that's the basement. Just saving lives. I think we've only failed 2 people. One was a really dumb one where you couldn't, it was, you had to guess. There was no way to really know. I don't remember what the other one was. Oh, the other one was the guy in the office.
Forrest.
I don't know how I messed that one up. Oh yeah, I did it too early. But I panicked because there was a time like, oh shit, I gotta do it fast so he doesn't forget or something.
Coming up for your listening pleasure, it's Caged Tiger with their single, One Last Goodbye.
It's getting pretty late. This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it. Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
Alright. How are we doing? Been 4.5 hours already? I can go for a little bit more, I suppose.
Let's roll.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too.
We'll do one more call.
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Scream. I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, man. Hey, it's Roller Ricky.
Good to hear from you again. How you holding up after everything? Is Maxie okay?
Maxie is a little fighter, man. I just know he's gonna pull through. I think our roller show might be canceled tomorrow, though.
I'm sorry again about how that went.
Is there anything else we can help you with, Ricky?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
Oh? Info from the attack?
Did you see or hear anything during the attack earlier?
Not exactly. You see, man, me and Jason know each other.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High and played on the football team together. He was a gnarly offensive linesman, and I was our star wide receiver. Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right, and what does that have to do with tonight?
Well, because George, the guy who drowned, he was on our team too.
Tell me about him.
Tell me about him. What was George like?
I didn't know him for long, man. Sad to say. We had our first team party on the night he drowned. He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there.
Burn.
Man, I remember George and his girl there. There was a whole lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
What was her name?
Ricky, please. What was her name?
I never got her name, man. He just called her Bean.
Bean.
I didn't really know her before or see her after that.
Then
The
what did she
Dawn?
look like? Please, tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a pretty girl, man. I'm sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long. What happened?
We were just having a good time, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life.
Huh?
I looked up and saw a goddamn whistling man in the trees. And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home. Didn't know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me. And
Hey man, it's not your fault.
Ricky, it wasn't your fault. You're not a bad person.
I know that now, ma'am. It took a long time to learn, but yeah, just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Thank you, Ricky.
This helps. Thank you.
You got it, man. Anyway, I think it's time for me and...
I think if you fail a bunch of these and they all die, how short would this game be?
Free phone lines.
Night, Ricky. All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious being, please call in.
If she was George's girlfriend back then, she's probably in her mid to late 30s now. Huh. Oh, we have another call coming in, but hang on.
What's up, Peggy? Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this. It's funky, it's groovy, it's Stab in the Twilight by Knife and Easy.
Kind of appropriate.
I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back through to you.
Oh, Leslie.
Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator.
Are you close?
Leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you
Why didn't we just
okay?
call to the other city?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
Been a long night.
Ever since you found Sheriff Matthews, it's only gotten worse. It's been a long night.
Well, it shouldn't be too much longer now. I'm glad I got through to you. I wanted to let you all know what's going on. I made it to Henderson. Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines, and they had no idea what was happening. After I told them, well, their sheriff sent a goddamn squad back with me to stop this.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the Whistling Man cut them?
Well, yeah.
I'm guessing so. I don't know how the Whistling Man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the Whistling Man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
What do you
You
need?
can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The Whistling Man already called up a few times.
Yep.
I bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is.
Okay.
We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Morris Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Oh, thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
What if she doesn't call back, though? Hope you're right.
I hope you're right. The sooner this is over, the better.
I am right. Trust me. Anyway, we should get you back on air. Taking callers is the only way to see this through. Time to turn the music off. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say things are looking up. It's almost over. But for now, let's bring in our next caller.
Whoa! How's that balanced on the rim, man? Huh?
I suppose I should take this call.
Yeah, I suppose I should take it.
Evening, caller. This is Forrest Nash.
Hello, Forrest. This is John Hedges. I'm here with Casey. I wanted to give you an update on Jason.
John! Is he gonna be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine.
Hell yeah.
Got him stabilized and resting in a bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
Yeah, just
Doc,
another day
Casey,
in the job.
You two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
Jason survived the Whistling Man. The one and only.
The one and only. I hope you're feeling better.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know, I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you.
Did you give him alcohol?
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that,
You got info?
I needed to call you. I'm guessing the Whistling Man is still out there?
Yep.
Yep. As far as we know, anyway.
I was worried you'd say that. God damn it.
Actually, I'm glad you called. I wanted to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Is he alright?
He is now. I mean, he was attacked earlier, but this call came after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason. Where was I? Ah, yep. Ricky's fine. You don't need to worry about him.
That's a relief.
He told us about George.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now. It's been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest.
Huh?
And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
What happened?
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers.
Of course, hazing.
Decided to plan a party in the woods. And have the Whistling Man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for...
Oh, he was acting as the stabbed friend, and the person that just stabbed him said, "Now it's not so funny, huh?" Oh ho ho.
Second, met our Whistling Man. Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic. Those screams. That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream...
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean. Oh yeah. I guess George did call her that. Yeah. He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight, Forrest. Her name was...
What?
What the Jesus
happened?
Christ.
Are we still on air?
No, we're not. Seems like the power is completely gone.
How do we get it back on?
I don't, oh, we can use the emergency generator down in the basement. Reggie picked it up a while ago in case we ever needed to do an emergency broadcast.
An emergency broadcast?
Emergency? You know, nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting a serial killer's location to the cops so we can end this nightmare.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area in the far back corner, up on the wall. You might have spotted it earlier when you were digging around for all those tapes. It'll have a big red button. Just press that. I'll see you when you're back.
Oh god, it was the killer, isn't it? I'm about to go get jumped. The killer's name started with an M. And she's trying to get revenge for her boyfriend. Ooh. Missed a lot, but I just got back for the juicy part. Yeah, stuff's going down. Can I lock this again? Oh, they're already in the basement, aren't they? I don't like this. It's me.
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
Good question. God damn it, this is gonna make me jump, isn't it?
That must be it. Oh, we've got power.
Restore power to the station.
The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
He's down here with me. How am I supposed to warn? Surely he's not down here, or she. The fuck was that moving? Oh, something glitching out.
Peggy, are you there? Are you... Peggy? I need to get back upstairs.
I got a screwdriver. Don't mess with me. I know what I'm doing. I think. I hope. I know, this is like the scariest part of the game right now.
What the hell?
Fuck was that? It's over here. Whoa. What the fuck was that sound? Oh, fuck.
Oh, no. Peggy, where'd you go?
Oh, fuck.
No way. This can't be happening. A call.
Where's Peggy?
Where's Peggy, Don?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night, almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
Well, I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait.
Where is he?
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. But even this coffin with all the money in the world.
Wait, where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest.
There's two of them.
Here with Teddy.
Oh
And
shit.
that's where that is. Well, he knows he'll get it.
And who's here?
Wait, then who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Your son?
Your son? You mean you...
The son of George.
Yes, Forrest. He and I had a son.
So there were 2 whistling men.
That's how he is so
Course.
fast.
That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this.
Mooney.
There we go.
Marie Campbell? George's old girl. Oh, well, it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
Not Don, huh?
Marie Campbell. So, not Dawn, huh?
No, not Don.
What are you going to...
Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
Listen to me. You...
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Why should I?
Why should I help you? Why should I play any part in this?
Because I think you believe in justice.
You think this is justice?
You have no goddamn idea, Forrest. These people you've been trying to save, they were all in on it. They all knew George was murdered, but...
Murdered? Listen,
Jeez.
I said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
I can do that.
Interview you. All right, I can do that.
Thank you. I want you to help me and Teddy tell the story, Forrest. Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
I need to drag this out.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Easily time to get back to Gallows Creek, and
Don't say
if
this
I
over the
can
mic.
Find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
how would I know? It was 20 years ago.
You don't forget that kind of shit. Be honest, Teddy.
Teddy, be honest with me, or we're both going to die.
Honest? Forrest, I'm trapped here with a psycho. Ow. What the hell? God damn it. Okay. Our first team party was coming up.
Uh-huh.
And when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could...
Have you killed a man and covered it up? No, I didn't. I don't think so.
Guys.
That was Teddy. Mooney. I don't know who the hell Mooney is. Whistling Night.
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight as Whistling Night. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
Well, we didn't have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night...
No, I mean the way you said you don't forget that shit. Oh! Well, I'm just saying, you can't forget something that easily if it's that traumatic, right? Oh, you had someone killed? 20 years later, you're gonna remember that night perfectly, probably. Not speaking from experience. I'm just saying, I'm assuming. Something that traumatic, you don't forget something like that.
Night is what they'd call it later.
Wait. You mean this was the first whistling night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky, he was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know, because I'm a decent man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had some issues. Wasn't stable. I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So, I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there, bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man, screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
Did you ask Ricky?
Did you ask Ricky if he knew or not?
I didn't see any reason to. Why?
Because Ricky phoned up earlier. He didn't know anything about
We gotta
it.
keep trying to stall as much as we can.
He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But well, it doesn't matter. He didn't run his mouth enough to tell anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was just a stupid prank.
Just a prank?
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on. Oh, God damn it.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Oh. Well, shame he didn't have the good sense to die earlier. He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point. And when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the whistling man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing. Telling me it's just a joke.
I can stall for time here.
What happened next?
Tell me, what happened next?
I suddenly recognized it was Chuck. Chuck, Brody. It was the whistling man. Laughing away. But then he stops. And he's looking up. At the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at? Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
Oh shit. Why'd he fall?
Why'd he fall, Teddy?
He just...
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man too, and
I didn't push him, God damn it! I just chased him up there and he kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
you liar.
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke. If he'd had any brains, he would have realized. Ugh. You bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all you did.
And why the cover-up? Even if you didn't push him.
Even if you didn't push him, you still chased him to his death.
I can't be blamed for someone not getting a joke.
I mean, you could have taken off your mask and like, it's a joke, man.
Disagree. But if you really felt that way, why the cover-up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like. People like us are bred for bigger things. I'm going to be the mayor of this town.
I don't know about that anymore.
And then governor. And then, who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up. Why should a blip ruin my future?
George was a blip?
That's evil, man.
That's an evil thing to say, Teddy.
That's the way it is. My father agreed with me.
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
She found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
Answer the
I'd
question.
answer the question if I were you, Teddy.
Yes, okay. We own most of the town.
That's it then. Your father was going to run her out of business, unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealings is nothing to do with me.
Uh-huh.
False reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. That he'd just got himself into trouble. And...
I saw. I'm sorry. For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
Even still, she should have told the truth. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no, that coward killed the story. But Maurice Russell is dead now.
You've been through hell. Or when will the killing end?
When will the killing end, Marie?
End? When does it end?
You can't kill the world. This has to stop sometime.
It has to. It never should have started. He shouldn't have pushed my George off a cliff. He should have been punished. It's coming to a stop. At least for now. Here, where George and I first met, before he joined your football team, was right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
The football field?
You're at the football field.
Jesus Christ! Forrest, idiot! We're in the gym at Gallows Creek High.
I told you not to do that.
Wait.
He's dead too now, isn't he?
He is. Anyway, I think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So...
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Peggy!
Teddy!
Peggy, it's been so long since I've seen your face. I worried you wouldn't come. And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me. I'd never forget my own sister.
What the fuck, Peggy? Sister?
Sister? Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Well, it was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
That my sister is
And her
the
son.
Whistling Man.
Good to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This has to be a lot for you.
I just... What happened to you, Marie? You just disappeared one day.
Disappeared? I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night, but did they care? No. They told me to stay quiet. They only cared when they learned I'd been with George. And
Marie, I'm so sorry. I never knew.
it's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Next best thing.
Next best thing? Do you mean?
Someone has to pay for what they did.
Marie, please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest. You forgot.
Is there any way I could prove Peggy didn't forget Marie?
In here?
Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Henderson police! Freeze!
Let's go!
Oh! Henry! Get out of there!
Peggy!
We have one wounded, one dead, and we're in pursuit of the suspect.
Henderson police! Freeze!
Forrest!
Help!
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie!
Hey, Zara! I need
Peggy
you to look out for
survived.
Peggy. She needs help. Now. We got here just in the nick of time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
Well, folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash.
It's been a scream.
And it's been a scream.
Forrest Nash survived. Reached the end of the Whistling Night. Dang, so you can have everybody survive? That's a lot of people to save.
Officer Trout, come in. One suspect is in custody. We've trailed the other suspect into the nearby woods.
Oh, no, don't. I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Oh, I didn't mean to skip the epilogue. God dang it. Now we're gonna have to find the video for the epilogue. As soon as I clicked it, it popped up to say don't do it unless you want to skip. God damn it. I want to know what's the epilogue. Killer frequency epilogue. Good ending? Okay, I think I found it. It's not gonna be exactly the same, but I think we got the same ending, so. Window capture. There we go. They really need to put a bigger warning on that door. Don't click it unless you want to skip the epilogue. Because by the time it popped up, I already clicked. So I wanted to open the door and see if there was another room. Oh, the song's a killer frequency? I didn't even notice that. That's a lot of people to save. The only one I really messed up was the guy in the office in like the beginning. Because I didn't really know it was timed, and then I saw it was timed. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta choose an option. I just chose one. And it was too early. You're supposed to just sit there and wait. The second one, that one was just, you just had to guess on that one. You had to guess correctly, and I got it wrong. And then Teddy, I think you can have it so she doesn't, well, obviously you can have it so she doesn't kill him. I don't know how you do that. Unless you guess right where the location is, because I guessed it wrong, because I thought he was a football player, but I guess he was a basketball player. I guess I should have guessed when she said he took the winning shot. But yeah, if you would have guessed the right one, I don't think she would have killed him. I don't know. Yeah, she told you, yeah. I was just remembering the clippings that I had on the board over there with all the names and stuff on it, and I remember seeing football player. So I thought it was a football player. George wasn't on that board. It was Chuck, wasn't it? If you had said where they were, he wouldn't have and he would be alive. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess we can go back in this playthrough and see it. I want to see what happens here. If they actually catch her, if she jumps just like George did. Overall, though, I think it was a pretty good game. It was a little slow to start. There's a lot of yapping and stuff, but I mean, the whole game's yapping. In the beginning, it felt kind of lackluster, but then it slowly built up. So it's definitely a slow burner. Just like Georgia did. Her boyfriend.
Negative. No sign of the suspect anywhere.
The yapping was the point. The whole mystery depended on you paying attention to the yapping. Not in the beginning. In the beginning, it was just a lot of side remarks and stuff like that didn't matter. But I paid attention to like all the yapping, except for that last bit with the football versus basketball player. I should have known when she said took the shot. There's no such thing as football and taking the shot. I like this game a lot. I could just listen to it all. Yeah, you didn't even really need to watch, to be honest. You could just listen to it. Listen while driving home? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's like 99% audio. The only ones that you had to actually watch, I guess if you're watching, you didn't really need to pay attention, but going down and getting all this stuff.
Bert, she kept it.
I want to see this here.
Wait a sec.
Wait, she said throw?
Shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
He shot the winning throw. You don't say that about football. Like, he passed it for football. Or whatever. Score a touchdown. Winning throw, that's only... Not the roller rink, obviously. But that's only basketball. I guess it wasn't timed either, so
Gallows Creek High.
I could have taken my
In the
time.
gymnasium.
That's right, Forrest. Not that it matters, but yes, we're here. Anyway,
Yeah, I know. I kind of panic rushed it because I was like, oh shit, that's a revelation. And I remember, if you see back here that picture of the football player, for some reason... Oh, I guess you can't see with my cam in the way. Football pictures right here. But that's like Bucky or something like that. And not George. I didn't know George was basketball. I thought it was all football.
I think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So,
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Peggy!
Teddy?
You've got to help me.
quiet. You'll talk more later.
So she does keep him alive.
You know I have to talk to someone who mattered more than you ever did. Peggy. It's been so long since I've seen your face.
Okay, well that's that. We don't really need to see anything else because we already know everything else. But yeah, I mean, I thought this was a pretty good game. It turned out pretty good. In the beginning, I was a little skeptical, but I think it turned out pretty great. It's more like an audio horror game than anything. The puzzles were kind of fun. Some of them were not really puzzles, and you just pay attention, I guess. I guess it'd be like a memory puzzle, maybe. But then, still that one with the guy burning in the dumpster, I still think that one was pretty, just guess. Oh, I don't have the video up anymore. I was gonna say we could see what the right answer was. Or maybe it was right to send that person that I did, and I just told her to check the wrong area. So he was in a dumpster, and I chose the waste disposal area. The recycling center, I don't think that's where a dumpster would have been. I guess it could have been there too, but the other one was like something totally off. They were all puzzles you needed to pay attention? I mean, in a way, I guess. But like, a waste disposal area also has dumpsters too, so I don't know. That one kind of stumps me, I guess. Maybe I didn't quite remember or pay attention enough. My bad, I guess. But we got most of them, so can't complain. Could have done a lot worse. I wonder what happens if you just like let all of them die. I imagine the game's a lot shorter then. A lot less dialogue with everyone calling in. But yeah, I'd say it's a pretty good game. I'd probably give it a 8 out of 10. I'd say 8 out of 10 is pretty fair. They're like those logic puzzles where they leave out 2 facts and you have 3 and have to figure out the missing things. Maybe. I mean, I think that one was also timed because she was like in the burning building, so you had to make the right choice fast, and you know, under duress, you're like, you don't remember all the facts at the time, so. Cool game though. I highly recommend it if you like horror games. But if you don't like games where you just have to sit and listen, you're not gonna like it, because that's all this game is literally audio puzzles. So. You don't like that, and you just like a Resident Evil kind of horror where you have to actually move around, interact stuff, and find stuff. This game's not for you. This game's a very, very... I don't know how to explain it. It's very particular genre, right? I feel like a lot of people that gave it negative reviews, don't like this kind of games, and they still played it anyways, thinking it was something else. So I think it's pretty good overall. 8 out of 10 for sure. Would I play it again? Probably not, since we got maybe I might play it offline again, maybe in a while from now, but I don't know how else I'd do it differently. Maybe see what happens when you have them all die. It was like Professor Layton in an 80s horror movie. Don't know. Don't recognize that. Where's the achievements? I want to see... You guys can't see it. Play all the records during the course of the night. Word from our sponsors, play all the radio ads. It's not all talk. Save all the Whistling Man targets. Nope, we didn't do that, obviously. Finish the game in under 4 hours with all callers surviving. Nobody survives the Whistling Man. So obviously you gotta play multiple times if you want to get all these, and there's a couple hidden achievements. What's this one? This is a popular one I didn't get. Maurice Russell survived the Whistling Man. Maurice Russell? Oh, he's the Office one, right? Wow, I guess I was bad at that one, because that one, a lot of people have that one. Or Fernando. Murphy survived the Whistling Man. I think Murphy was the one in the dumpster, and that one is pretty low down. Took a swing for Teddy Gallows. Teddy Gallows survived the Whistling Man. What's this one? Place the mannequin head in the fridge. Odd. You don't know the Professor Layton puzzle games? I might, I just don't recognize the name. Probably. You can send me a Discord DM with it if you want to give me an idea of it. Otherwise, yeah, that's it for me tonight, folks. This one game actually took up more of the stream than I thought. I thought we were gonna end a while ago and just can finish it on Sunday, but we finished it. I got pretty engrossed into it, and I wanted to finish it. Like I said, after that final break, she said, "It's like, oh, I'll just do one more call." Nope, I kept going. Well, you don't, it's fine. My bad. I probably know it, it's just I don't recognize the name. Yeah, it doesn't ring any bells right now, but if I saw something, like visual, maybe. But yeah. Fun game. It's more of a suspense horror, I think. So you're not actually getting like jump scares. I mean, there was a couple with them at the end, but that was about it. But yeah, that was Killer Frequency. We can mark that off our games list, and we'll be done for the night. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it.